First day of practice here for the Walmart FLW Tour event, and this is how we do it here at FLWOutdoors.com. We just get out on the lake and we just hijack pros when they least expect it, and we catch them completely off guard, like Walmart pro Wesley Strader, who we found over here poking around in some pockets. And Wesley, I know you like to wear the sunglasses, and I know you like to do some peeping. I just have to think it's March, Sam Rayburn. There's got to be some on beds.
Well, from this morning, it was kind of hard to see with the winds let up a little bit. And, there's a lot of fish coming to the bank. I can see, there's quite a few on the bed, but they're just small bucks. So the big ones are coming at some point in time. If it'll just warm up, the sun will get out and get it really hot. I think it'll be interesting.
What's your water temperature right now?
Some places I found 61, 62, but most of it's around 56 to 57. So, we're right there on the crest of it, really busting wide open, I think.
Tell me about the lake level. Do you like what you're seeing with the lake level? It looks like there's plenty of flooded stuff. It's not pulled off the bank. Lots of stuff in the water.
I wished it was just a little bit higher, because that way you could really, there's a lot of this wood and stuff that's not really flippable or fishable because it's only got like a foot of water on it. But for the most part, most of what I've seen is kin on grass. So if it was just a little bit higher, maybe half a foot higher, would be better on the lower end. I don't know about the upper end. I ain't been to the upper end yet.
Tell me about the water clarity right now. Do you like what you're seeing in terms of visibility?
No, I wish it was a little bit clearer. I mean, it's kind of hard to see. These bass are really camouflaged in with this grass, and it's really hard to see. Plus, it's cloudy, so if the sun was out a little brighter, it'd be a little better.
Today, it's been cloudy, it's been drizzly, spitting, windy. Next couple days, supposed to be pretty nice and sunny. I mean, at that point, do you just take what happens today and throw it right out the window? I mean, is this a waste for you to even be out here today with weather like this and it being so different during the tournament?
No, some of the fish that I found, earlier, they're really locked down, and I actually saw 3 or 4 pairs, so that tells me there's more coming to the area that I just found them in. And it ain't like you pull in an area and you see one. When you find where they're really wanting to come to, there's 20, 30 in the area. So, that's, the females are going to come to the bucks. You just have to get lucky and pull in there when a big one pulls up with one of those bucks.
I know you just came from Santee Cooper, and what we saw there, in my opinion, I guess was more of a segregation. It was warm enough to get the bucks up on the bank and making some little beds, but the females were still, a lot of the big bass in that tournament was still caught out. Do you think that might happen here, or are we far enough along now where they're going to be on the bank?
No, I think you've had enough. There probably is some fish that's out off the bank and in these ditches and drains and stuff, but I think you've had enough warm weather to really get these fish to really want to get started. The mating ritual and all that. But like the thing about Santee is Santee. I've been going to Santee for years, and Santee's one of those places you just don't pull up and catch a lot of 2-pounders. It's just one of those places, it's just a vast body of water, and you'd think there would be lots of 2-pounders, but it's one of those places where you just, you catch a big one. I mean, you don't get a lot of bites, but, they're big ones. Versus here, there's tons of fish here, tons of 2-pounders. So I think this is really going to be a slugfest when it all boils down.
Give me a top weight prediction for the cut. Weight-wise, what do you think is going to do good here? Top 20, top 10?
Well, just off my first days, I think, 17 a day will get you top 20, and then I think to win, you're going to have anywhere between 80 and 90 pounds.
Dang. Wesley Strader says they're going to bite good here at Sam Rayburn this week. We're looking forward to it.
For somebody.